everybody, my name is Sera Jo. This week I'm co-hosting music lessons with Carlos. See you!
Welcome everybody to another music lesson webinar with Carlos. Today we will cover different topics such as ear training, contemporary piano styles, improvisation, music theory, chord progressions, and jazz voicings. We also have some new piano tutorials, so stay tuned and let's get started. And thank you, Sera Jo, for this transcription of what is 5 Montunos from the album. What is I forgot the name of this artist, Delgado. Okay, so we're gonna start. Yeah, we're gonna start, and we're gonna start from the beginning. We're gonna work with some ear training and some workouts. And so why don't we start? I wanna work with this warm-up. Yeah, I do this kind of warm-up, just before I want to compose, I want to do anything. Yeah, I call it open space. Yeah, why don't you follow me? We're going to explore 7 spaces, yeah, which are available on the keyboard. So here we go. 2 hands, playing random, any notes, any 10 notes in the middle, yeah? Any 10 notes in the bottom. Any 10 notes on top. Any 10 notes middle, hands crossed, right on top of left. Any 10 notes on the bottom, right on top of left. Any 10 notes on top of the keyboard, left hand on top. And wide apart. Okay, nice, nice. And now I wanna work with some ear training. And let me change my keyboard for ear training. Okay, ear training, and I'm gonna get myself here. Okay, ear training. We're gonna sing the third of the major, minor, diminished, major flat 5, augmented, sus4 and sus2 triads. Yeah, so I'm gonna play the triad, let's say C major, and we're gonna sing the third, mi. So if it's a major or a major flat 5 and augmented, we have mi. If we have a minor or a diminished, we have mi. If we have sus4, fa, sus2, re. Yeah, so, and we're gonna be changing keys all the time, changing keys. So here we go. E flat minor, I'm gonna change them. I'm gonna change the order. E flat minor. Mi. So I'm gonna wait for a second or two, yeah, so give you a chance to be able to sing. A major flat 5. Mi. D sus4. Fa. And G sharp diminished. Mi. And let's do a B major. Mi. D flat. No, let's do another one. E sus2. Re. And A augmented. Mi. Okay, this is a nice ear training warm-ups. By the way, we should do this not just with the triads, but with all the 7 chords and extensions, close position, and be able to sing all the inner notes, yeah, and then changing keys. This is just the entry level, yeah. But I'm gonna start working with other with other chords. Okay, I want to do something else that I haven't done too much. And I want to work with those triad qualities, yeah? So we have a major, minor, diminished, flat 5, augmented, sus4, sus2. Okay, so here we have, right above my head, we have a note pattern. Okay, so how about if we sing the sequence, yeah, with this note pattern like this, do, mi, sol, mi, then we go to the next minor, do, mi, sol, mi, diminished, do, mi, se, mi, major flat 5, do, mi, se, mi, augmented, do, mi, si, mi, sus4, do, fa, sol, fa, do, re, sol, re, do. Okay, so good. So now we're gonna do something interesting. I wanna change here the sequence. Yeah, so now we have the sequence: minor, augmented, diminished, major, sus2, major flat 5, and sus4. And I want to change here my pattern. Okay, it is too close. Okay, this is a good pattern. Yeah, do, sol, mi, do. Yeah, so here we have do, si, mi, do on the augmented. Yeah, and guess what? Instead of doing playing in the key of C, we're gonna change keys. How about we go in the key of E? First, we're gonna play all those chords in E. Yeah, we're gonna transpose. We're gonna transpose. So here we have E minor, E augmented, E diminished, E major, E sus2, E major flat 5, E major sus4, and we go back to E. Okay, yeah, and we're gonna use this pattern. Yeah, and we're gonna start with minor. So here we go: do, sol, mi, do, augmented, do, si, mi, do, diminished, do, si, mi, do, major, do, sol, mi, do, sus2, do, sol, re, do, major flat 5, do, si, mi, do, and sus4, do, sol, fa, do. Okay, I love those workouts. Yeah, they really get my mind, and for songwriters, producers, you know, performers, this is great. And now let's do something else. Let's go to this chord sequence. And how about if we change here also note pattern? Okay, this note pattern is good. Here, right above my head, do, sol, mi, sol, and we're gonna work with this chord sequence, but we're gonna change keys again. How about E flat? So we have an E flat sus4. So this is actually simple to transpose because it is just one pedal, yeah, one key center. Yeah, we're just changing the root. Yeah, but we're gonna follow the quality. So we have a sus4, E flat diminished, or D sharp diminished, C sus2, E flat sus2, sorry, E flat minor, E flat major flat 5, E flat augmented, and we finish on E flat major. And the pattern that we're going to follow through all that permutation is going to be root 5, 3, 5. Okay, so here we go. Everything in E flat. E flat sus4, do, sol, fa, sol, diminished, do, si, mi, si, sus2, do, sol, re, sol, minor, do, sol, mi, sol, flat 5, do, si, mi, si, augmented, do, si, mi, si, major, do, sol, mi, sol, do. Okay, we're gonna do this. I want to do this every week if possible. Okay, good, very good. So now I want to work with my scales. Yeah, there's so many things that I want to do. Never we have enough time. Okay, and yeah, why don't we, instead of starting with chromatic scales, let's start with our major scales. Yeah, and we have done our clusters. But we're going to do something different now. We're going to take it to another level. Yeah, so here, we only are going to play the first note, and we're going to touch the keys, but we're not going to play. We're going to build a cluster. We're going to sing. This is an ear training exercise. Really good for all of us who are into the creative arts. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, and then we play. How about this? yeah, and of course, this is just the beginning, yeah, and also we're gonna go descending. Do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Perfect. And let's do a few. Let's start in F. Yeah, so we play F, and if you get lost, you have here the letter names. And we're gonna sing and touch the keyboard, where we're gonna only play at the very end. Do, re, mi, fa, right hand, sol, la, ti, do, together. And we play and we rest. Why do we rest? Because we're memorizing the shape of the scale. Let's do a B flat, descending. Do, ti, la, sol, left hand, fa, mi, re, do, together. Yes, all the notes that we sang were correct. Yeah, so this also helps us in our ability to just connect our musical thoughts, yeah, with our hands, our body. Okay, we're gonna do E flat, but ascending. Do, re, mi, fa, right hand, sol, la, ti, do, together. Okay, and we rest, we play and we rest. Now we're gonna go to A flat and descending. Do, ti, la, sol, left hand, fa, mi, re, do, and together. And let's do one more. Let's go to D flat. And we're gonna play the first note and sing the scale. Do, re, mi, fa, right hand, sol, la, ti, do, together. Cluster, and we rest. And I want to do the same. I want to do the same with my chromatic scale. Yeah? And how are we going to do this? We're only going to play the first note and the last note. And we're going to touch the keyboard. So we're still creating like a kinesthetic connection of our musical thought with the instrument. Yeah? We're going to sing, but we are going to touch, but we're not going to play. We're only going to play this note and this note. So here we go. Do, ti, re, re, mi, fa, fi, sol, si, la, li, ti, do. And I played the bass, you know, just in the middle, just to establish the key center again. So here we go, descending. Do, ti, te, la, le, so, se, fa, mi, me, re, ra, do. Okay, yeah, so now we're taking it to another level. Before we were playing and singing at the same time, which is okay, it's foundational. We're using the keyboard to help us develop our musical memories, yeah? But now we're gonna put them into practice. Same thing. We're gonna play now a pedal here up, and we're going to play the chromatic scale, yeah? Yeah, we're only going to play this note and this note. Everything else we're going to sing, but we're touching the keys, yeah? So we're creating a kinesthetic connection, yeah, with the instrument. Here we go. Do, ti, re, re, mi, fa, fi, sol, si, la, li, ti, do. Descending. Do, ti, te, la, le, sol, se, fa, mi, me, re, ra, do. Okay, this one we're gonna practice in all 12 keys. Why? Because the whole system that we practice here in this class is called movable do. So the do changes from key to key, key to key, yeah? And this is what I do, what I teach, and what I have been doing since I was 17 years old back at Berkeley, yeah? Okay, good. So now we're gonna work, I wanna do one chord. I wanna do, okay, not yet. Which chord are we gonna do? We're gonna do this chord. Okay, and one moment. So we're gonna work with our minor 7 flat 5 with a 9 in first inversion. So if we have a minor 7 flat 5, so yeah, this is just as a reference. Yeah, the algorithm or AI is not too intelligent yet, so it's not giving us the proper enharmonic spelling. Nevertheless, it's helpful, yeah, just in case. Yeah, so we have here a minor 7 flat 5, first inversion. And now we're gonna do a tension substitution maneuver here, harmonic. We're gonna take the root and we're gonna move it to the 9. So we have a mi, se, te, re. And guess what? We're gonna play them. We're gonna play all of them. Maybe ascending and then descending, re, te, se, me. Yeah, and we're gonna follow this cycle of fourths, but I chose sharps. Yeah, I think sharps are, well, we need to practice our sharps. Yeah, not only our flats, yeah, flat keys, but it's more relevant, I would say, yeah, with a minor 7 flat 5. So here we go. We're gonna go ascending. Mi, se, te, re. Then F. Mi, se, te, re. A sharp. Let's see if we can feel comfortable with an A sharp. Mi, se, te, re. D sharp. Mi, se, te, re. And G sharp. Mi, se, te, re. C sharp. Mi, se, te, re. And now we're gonna go to F sharp, but how about if we go descending? We play re, te, se, me. Re, te, se, me. Okay, very good. Yeah, so we're practicing going up, going down. We could do other permutations too. Yeah, but maybe we won't have time today. B, re, te, se, me. Maybe here. E, re, te, se, me. A, re, te, se, me. D, re, te, se, me. G, re, te, se, me. And back to C. Okay, I want to do one more thing. And how about if today I want to challenge myself. How about if we change cycles? We're going to go to cycle of fifths, also using sharps. And instead of singing, we're going to play each voicing a stride. But how about if, this is maybe a bit tricky. Yeah, so we're gonna play it twice, yeah, and then we're gonna move on to the next key. So C, slowly, again, G, flat 3, flat 5, flat 7, 9, D, A, E, B, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp, F, and back to C. Okay, I want to do more and more tension substitution voicings. There are so many possibilities, and we have root, first, second, and third inversion. And we're not talking about open voicings. We're only working with four-way close. But there are several ways that I like to practice those. So one is left hand root and right hand a chord, G, D, A, E, yeah, like that. And another way would be stride, the way that we practice. And the other one is more like for ensemble. So I'm gonna play my voicing in my left hand, and then the root is melody. So it's gonna be like C, G, D, A, E, and so on, yeah? We won't have time to practice in those modalities today, but this is the way I like to practice personally. Okay, good. So let's do some music. Okay, let's do some music. And let me see. Okay, the other day for Christmas I was working with this song. I don't know, Noche de Paz, this song that my grandma used to sing to me in Spanish. Yeah, and I decided to, I don't know, I'm gonna make a piano arrangement. Yeah, and of course, we're only gonna be able to play one line, then I have to stop and scroll one line, I have to scroll one line, but so be it. Yeah, this is the only way we can do this. Yeah, so we have and here we go. Next line. And here we go. And our fermata, and we start again. And we repeat, but then the arrangement is going to be slightly different. And here we go. And we finish. Okay, so I remember finishing this arrangement. Then I sent it to all my students. Yeah, and then we were practicing. I just want to go through it. Yeah, it is like when I compose, everything is just flow, intuition. But then after I write things down, then I have to check, okay, what have I done? So here we have this voicing in fourths, right hand, independent lead. So you see that I'm using sometimes 4 voices, 3 voices. They split, they consolidate back. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking a bit as woodwinds or different instruments. Yeah, so we have here melody. So we have here this chord. So we have a C minor 7 with a 9 and an 11. Yeah, kind of very close. Another voicing in fourths. I was gonna do this, but I thought no, it's too much, it's too heavy, and also goes against the energy of the song, which is lighter. And here we have this voice on the bass. So here we have this 2, but it almost becomes like a 2-5, yeah? And this F7 over A, yeah? But it's also kind of a B flat in disguise. And then we have a sub 5, yeah, sub 5 of the F. And here we have it 2-5. Yeah, so we have those voices. We have here, oops. And here things are lighter. 2-5. Okay. Here I was thinking in A7, but to me the C sharp sounded too heavy. Yeah, and I wanted a lighter sound, so I just took the 3rd out. Okay. When I saw what I was doing here, oh, this is nice change of modes. And also here again, kind of the same thought. Instead of I only put a triad, yeah, a bit a lighter sound. And here we have so we have here yeah, so we have to keep the soprano. Oops. Okay, so this is a sub 5, yeah, of the C, yeah. I love those chords like Steely Dan. But I was not thinking about Steely Dan. I was, when we compose, we don't think about anything. We're just flowing. And then after everything is written down, oh, it does probably comes from what I heard 30 years ago or whatever. Yeah, and then I like this harmony here. Yeah, so we have so we have to be careful, yeah, with those notes, with the dynamics, so we don't destroy the feeling of the song. Okay, and here is the ending, yeah. And then we start again, and almost instead of having the feel of a 3/4, almost like a 2/4 with triplets. I like this part. And we're gonna start again, but now everything is a bit different. And and pa, da, da, oops, pa, da, da. And this part is quite different. Still not an A7, but an E flat over A. And here, instead of having blocks like the first time, it's more like broken, almost like a harmonic cascade. Yeah. Here the bass line kind of got more active, more developed in relationship to the first time. Same thing here, the bass line becomes more active. In the second time, the first time I played this chord, yeah? Second time we just have one note different, we added a 9. Yeah, and just that creates a little bit of a difference. And I was hearing here almost like some bells, some church bells. No. Still the same chord. I like this chord here. And we end the song. Oops, no. I like this chord, it's just a triad, but we put a flat 9. So we're implying almost like a symmetrical a dominant scale, yeah? And then we have to do something at the end. Yeah, and then we kind of create those extra 2 measures. Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed this arrangement of Noche de Paz, Silent Night. Yeah, I'm gonna make this chart available. Yeah, I'm gonna put it probably in my Gumroad or in my website. Yeah, I know many of my students are learning it already. I personally like it very much. Okay, what are we gonna do next? I wanna do some improvisation workouts. Yeah, and what I have in mind is this. I have in mind. Okay, we're gonna do some. Yeah, so first our left hand is gonna do a stride on A instead of a major 7. We're going to do a tension substitution voicing. We're going to take the root and we're going to move to the 9. We're going to take the major 7 and we're going to take it to the 6. It's the same scale. It's a major 7 scale. And this voicing seems to be a voicing that Bill Evans used quite a bit. So we're going to work with our major scales, yeah, going up, ascending, and using a cycle of fourths. But what I want to do is, one moment. Okay, I'm good. So, but what I want to do first is I want to warm up my left hand. Yeah, so I'm going to work, yeah, with a stride. Yeah, also cycle of fourths. And we're going to call this a 6-9 chord in root position. So here we go. C, F, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, and then we have to scroll. G flat, B, and oops, here, and E, A, D, G, and back to C. I want to practice this once more, yeah, because then we don't have to worry so much about the left hand. Left hand will be more on automatic, and then we can kind of put the scales. C, F, B flat, and I put it up here. Maybe here, it's a little bit too low. It could be E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B. Okay, could have, maybe, yeah. But it's kind of the limit, yeah. E, A, D, G, and then back to C. Okay, and now we're gonna work with, in this one, I'm gonna have to scroll and scroll and scroll, but so be it. Okay, slowly. And repeat, F, B flat. Oops, I play an octave lower, so be it. A flat, 3, 4. D flat. G flat and B, and moving, scrolling to E, 3, 4. A, D, G, okay, and let me see. Let me look something. Okay. Why don't we practice again? Or what we can do is also, let me see. We can work with the descending pattern. Descending, yeah, same thing. Descending, but now we're gonna go with the cycle of fifths. We're changing, yeah. So why don't we do descending, yeah? 3 and G, D, 3, 4. A, E, and B, G flat, 3, 4. D flat. Let's do D flat again. 3 and A flat, 3, 4. E flat. B flat. F. Okay, so this is a very simple, yeah, but very effective way of working with our chords and our scales. yeah, for improvisation, for melodic development. I don't like to call it also only improvisation anymore. I have so many students who are songwriters, producers, composers, and we are working with those workouts, and they find that it's extremely useful, you know, for their melodic development. So I just want to talk what we just did. First, we had we worked with our, yeah, this is it, major scales, root to root ascending. Why root to root? Because then we're going to work 3 to 3, then 5 to 5, and then 7 to 7. Then, of course, our left hand is going to change accordingly, and then becomes an incredible melodic workout. Okay, good. So I think we worked a lot today, and I like that we did our open space, then we worked with our ear training. Yeah, we worked with hearing the third of the 7 triad qualities. Then we did a triad quality workout, which is very nice. And we worked with our clusters. Now hearing, chromatic scales, hearing, those we're gonna emphasize more and more. We did our tension substitution voicing of the week, which is a minor 7 flat 5 with a 9, extension 9. And what else? Do we have time for something? One more thing. Maybe. Okay, since we're talking about chord and scale harmony, we have a major scale. Now we're going to analyze this major scale. And what do we have here? We have a root, we have a 9, 3, P4. In a chord scale harmony at Berkeley, they used to call it avoid notes. We're going to call here unstable notes, yeah? 5, 13, 7, and root. Then the beauty about this, and you see, I talked about this in a previous lesson, so I'm not going to go in depth. The notes in red are available extensions. If I'm going to have 5 notes or even 6 notes, or they can, if I want to keep my voicings in 4 notes, I can have tension substitutions. So instead of playing my voicing like this, I can do a 9-4 root, or I can have a 13-4-5. Or also here I can have a 7-4-6. And what we did last time was, now you still can see it, yeah? We had a triad, we go to the major 7, we go to the 9, and then we go to the 13th. We can go the other route too, the triad to a 6, and then we can have a 6-9. This one actually we should explore in all 12 keys. Yeah, it's not too heavy. It is okay. And here is what actually I explored before. We still have the analysis, but then we have CT. What CT is a chord tone. 9-4 root. 13-4-5, Do, Mi, La, Ti. 6-4-7, Do, Mi, Sol, La. Then we're going to have 2 substitutions per 4-note voicing. So we have a Re, Mi, La, Ti. And we have a Re, Mi, Sol, La. So this one we should explore in different keys. I just want to do a couple keys. This is like an afterthought. I was gonna finish my class and then I thought, oh, I want to do a little bit of this. Okay, so let's go to E flat major chord tone, the first row, second row 9-4 root, third row 13-4-5 Do, Mi, La, Ti. Next one 6-4-7. Next one 13-4-5 9-4 root, Re, Mi, La, Ti. And last one 6-4-7 9-4 root. Okay, let's do one more key. Let's do G flat. Chord tone 9-4 root, 13-4-5, 6-4-7, do mi sol la, 13-9, re mi la ti, and 6-9, re mi sol la. And of course we should practice this also stride. We can practice this with our left hand and right hand. Let's say we're in G flat chord tone, 9-4 root, 13-4-5, 6-4-7, 13-9, 6-9. Yeah, and those that type of practice is really good when we want to improvise and we want to work on our melodic development. Okay, next week I want to go deeper into this. I actually want to work with my extensions, just the basic major with major scale. If I actually change scales and I have a Lydian mode, both, everything changes. Yeah, so that's the basis of chord scale harmony. I'm going to have fun because I used to teach that course at Berkeley, and then I developed it more, and then I ended up teaching what I think my improved material in the Musicians Institute in Hollywood, and also Cornell School here in Los Angeles. And now I'm going to be working with that material also in Los Angeles College of Music here in Pasadena. So this is a preview of my work as a teacher, as an educator, and hope that you enjoy this. And I'm going to see you next week. I'm going to try to be more consistent. I was caught in so many projects. I didn't have time, but there are so many things I want to do. One of the things is I want to continue with my writing out, all the curriculum for chord scale harmony. That is actually great. Yeah, because even though I learned that curriculum when I was as a jazz composer, so the medium was not piano, the medium was a brass orchestra. Nevertheless, to apply all of this to a piano is great. Otherwise, we end up just like almost every piano. Oh, I have my A and B voicings. I don't want to know about A and B voicings. I want to go into my chord scale harmony, the philosophy behind it, and explore all the possible variations. Even if it takes us 30 years, 40 years, so be it. We're going to have fun with that. And then the beauty about this is that it connects very well with our melodic development. And then we have the ear training, movable do solfege, which is like the cognitive glue, that helps us navigate, through all this harmonic world and melodic world, and not get lost and make sense of everything and integrate, hopefully, integrate quite well. Okay, so I will see you on my next lesson. I don't want to say next week, but I'm planning next week, maybe even better than sooner than next week. Until next time, have a wonderful time. Thank you for being with me in this live broadcast. We covered a lot of material, and we're going to continue to do so in our next class. I'll see you next week. Same time, same channel. Until then, have a wonderful week. Practice your instrument every day. Listen and play lots of good music. See you next week.
I must let go now, let you go. is to